Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? Got another budget knife video for you. And today I got something I think is really cool. I really like it. Um, it's the Artisan Cutlery Corsair. And I got it from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. This is an exclusive to them. So if you want to check it out, maybe get one, go to smkw.com, type in Corsair, find it. I bought this, my own money, ordered it. I got a free sticker. That was cool. Let's take a quick look at it. They also have this in bronze and brass and G10. Now, I don't know. This does not look budget to me. I saw a Instagram post showing this, and I went and checked it out, and this only costs $34.99. So $35 for copper knife, D2 steel, etc. But I'm glad I got it. But go over some of the specs, size comparisons, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, do I recommend it, all that good stuff. So now you got an overall length of 6.89 inches, and that's from tip of the blade to the end of the copper scale. This ring adds another almost half an inch, so total overall is 7 and 3/8. I'll get more into this ring in a little bit, but do some size comparisons. Do the Civivi backlash. You can see the backlash is quite a bit longer. Try another Civivi. How about the Elementum? You can see from tip to end of the scale, they're pretty close. This ring adds to it. What else? Para 3 lightweight. Corsair is a little bit longer overall. Benchmade bug out. Corsair is just a fraction of an inch longer. Obviously the blade's a lot shorter. But go to the blade. The blade is 2.29 inches long, just under 3 inches. It's D2 steel. It's a flat grind, stonewash finish, and this neat Cleaver style blade. You got about a 2.5 inch cutting edge because you have this nice finger choil. The point on this is really sharp, really fine point. So even though it's a Cleaver style, it'll do some piercing. It rides on ceramic ball bearings in the pivot. Really smooth. It is a liner lock with ceramic detent. It has stainless steel liners, which are not milled out. There's no weight reduction in the scale or the liners at all. Handle is obviously copper, and it's about 4 inches long from this end to this end, about 4.5 total with the ring. And the handle is less than half an inch thick, about 7/16. And I didn't mention the blade stock is 1/8 of an inch. You got a right hand, left hand deep carry tip up pocket clip. Deep carry depending on this ring, which I'll get into now. So this has an extra added feature. Um, it's a snap clip ring, which you can open, hook it on something, put a lanyard through it, carabiner, whatever. This thing does snap really tight. I mean, it takes force to pull it open, but I think it's removable. I think you just take it apart. You can pull this out and just have these standoffs. I think, imagine this one's the same as that one once you take this off. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of like it without it, but then again, I kind of like it with it. But that'll be up to you. You got this. But this thing's a little hefty too. It's 5.44 ounces. Obviously because copper scales and the liner's not being milled out or anything. It's a fairly heavy knife. The action on this though is, man, it's almost drop shutty. Just a couple little shakes and it closes. Flies right open. Hardly any pressure on a. It's really, you can fail it, but it's hard to fail. There, you almost have to stop. See, almost have to stop halfway. But action is awesome. The ergos on this, I am really surprised how good the ergos are, at least in my hand. And like I always say, I wear extra large size gloves, but this thing fits really good in my hand. Whether I'm back like this, or if I choke up, it feels really good. You know, you can, different hand grips, choked up. There's no sharp edges anywhere. Pocket clip, I don't feel the pocket clip. It fits right in my hand, just in the right spot. Yeah, I'm really surprised by the ergos. And talking about no sharp edges or anything, get in fit and finish. Fit and finish is really good. The beveling around all the copper scale, nice and even, smooth. Everything lines up with the, you know, the scales and the liners line up. No sharp edges on the thumb tab. Choil feels good. There's no jimping on the blade. There's a little bit back here that doesn't do too much, but the way it fits in my hand, I'm not really concerned about having no jimping. Blade centering is dead on. Still, even after carrying it, using it. Now, as far as carry goes, it's on the heavy side. You know, 5.44 ounces. You know it's in your pocket. Without this ring, it would be fairly a deep carry, you know, clip, but with this ring, you'll have that much sticking out. Good 3/4 of an inch sticking out. It didn't bother me, actually. Gives you something to grab, pull it out. But other than being on the heavy side, it really does carry well. Now it's pretty tall right here, but compare it to the Para 3. It's actually a little bit shorter than the Para 3. Now the only thing about it is the Para 3 is rounded. This has a point, kind of a point on it, so when you're reaching in your pocket, you do feel that point. But it's not unreasonable. It's not too bad of a carry. You definitely know it's in your pocket, like I said. But I carried it in my work pants and jeans, and it was okay. But yeah, this is really slicey. Let's do some cut tests real quick. I mean, paper, nothing, right? It's almost has a mirror edge on it. It is a really nice edge. Paracord. I mean, slices right through it. Like I said, this tip is very, very sharp. It's real easy to poke yourself. Now, cardboard, you can pierce. Has no problem piercing into cardboard. Slicing it. No issues. This is a really slicey blade. And that tip, that is more pointy of a tip than on the Para 3. Like I said, this thing just can't get over. I mean, I'm get started, and it's almost like the weight of my arm just cuts right through it. But go over what I like and then what I don't like. What I like about this, I love the copper. When I saw this on Instagram, it was copper, Cleaver style for 35 bucks. It's like, I'm getting it. I wasn't planning on getting a knife at the moment, but it was definitely a impulse buy. Yeah, the blade design, I think it's cool. It's a Cleaver style blade, but it's kind of like an old pirate sword. The Corsair, I think, is what the blade was called. You can look it up, figure it out yourselves, but I like the ergos. This thing really does feel good in my hand. Squeeze it. I feel no hot spots. Now I think if I took that off, I might get a hot spot from the corner, just where it would land in my hand. But with the ring, that doesn't bother me at all. The carry, it carries okay for me. I don't mind it. Now I'm not going to wear it with gym shorts that has elastic waist. Probably shorts will be down around the ankles. Another thing I like is they added a filler clip or a filler tab for the other side of the clip's not on. The clip is recessed, but the screw heads are not. But I have no problem getting this in my pants. Other than the whole thing being just cool looking, I think it's the coolest thing I've seen. It is still really functional. Like I showed, it pierces in the cardboard, cuts right through it. Paper, string, cord, no problem. About the only two things I find issue with, I don't like quite so much, is there's some detent lash. Now, see how I can move the blade. You don't notice it with the flipper tab, but So you can't really do it with the flipper tab, but you can see here, and it moves quite a bit. Yeah, it's no big deal. You can't, there's no way you shake this thing out. It's just, that's kind of annoying to me. The other thing, too bad they didn't, mill out the liners instead of, solid full liners. Mill them out, make it a little bit lighter. Which is, yeah, it's a little heavy. But 5.5, almost 5.5 ounces doesn't bother you. It's no big deal. I don't really, it doesn't bother me that much to be any kind of deal breaker. This ring, I kind of like it, kind of don't like it because I can never figure out which way to open it. I don't know the real purpose behind it. It adds to the, what's sticking out when you're carrying it, but it doesn't feel bad, like I said. Without it, I think that might be a hot spot. I might dig in more, but with it, it doesn't. Yeah, that's really about the only couple minor things I don't like. I really do like this. I think it's badass looking. I love the copper scales. I like the blade style, stone wash. Do I recommend this as a everyday EDC knife? If the weight doesn't bother you and you like this style, then yeah, absolutely, because it's functional. The ergos are good. I can't express, I do really like this. The only drawback is the weight, but you know that when you're getting copper scales and all that. It's not a small knife. So yeah, if this looks like something you'd want, go check it out. Smoky Mountain Knife Works. It's smkw.com. They got a lot of deals, a lot of knives. This is the first knife I bought from them, and probably won't be the last. But I guess that's it, This is a cool knife. $35. Again, $35. I can't even hardly believe it. The action and copper and ceramic ball bearings and D2 steel. Can't go wrong. Guess that's it. Rambled on enough about this. If you like this video, hit the like button. Leave a comment what you think of this or on anything. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I guess until next time, bye.